Hi everyone, it's Heather here at Creative Faith Art Studio, and this is my entry for my December daily for the 8th of December. Yesterday I did this page for the 7th, and I still haven't journaled in it. I kind of know what I'm going to do, but I need to find some photos and also get them printed. And since I only have one outlet in my art studio, I have to actually plan ahead for that, so I haven't had time to do that yet. But so that's the 7th. So this is my spread for the 8th. I was going to do some of this color wash on these pages as well, but I decided against it because it seems like this is, this covers that very well. So I'm going to color coordinate it a little bit because of the colors that are showing here. But these are the things that I am going to use, and I am going to put a little bit of paint. I'm going to use a little more of that gold because I really I like the way, although this isn't what I used yesterday, I like the way that gold, sparkle is on the page. I used an oil-based Sharpie, the gold metallic, here, this guy is what I used yesterday to do, the illustration on this page. And then I used a gold embossing powder to add just a little bit of shimmer here and there, but I'm going to use a little bit of this paint today. So these are the things I did not use yesterday that I thought I would. Was these two just words that I had hand lettered on a piece of scrap label that I had cut some other shapes out of, so I didn't, rather than just throw it away, I did those. I have this little torn piece of some gift wrap that I think is kind of pretty, and it ties in that burgundy on the side. And then this is part of a spine of a dictionary from 1943 that the cover was really, here it is, it's right here. The cover is really very fragile condition, and you can see this is just like brittle, and it was falling apart. So I took the cover off. I'm going to use that to make a journal for my late father-in-law's girlfriend, and so I'll get that ready in the next few days. But this was part of that spine that I pulled off, and I kind of like it, so I'm going to use that. And then I have a series of vintage postcards. This one is from 1910, and I just think it's really neat. And I'm actually going to leave it in this this sleeve, and I'm going to tape it in and hinge it into the book. And I know I do that a lot, but I like the way it looks, and then I can see both sides, and I can take it out, or I can use it to tuck other pictures into. So that's the idea behind that, although I might hinge it. Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to hinge there instead of going here, I think. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get started, and again, I'm going to speed up the video so you don't have to sit through the whole thing, and, or, sit through like 30 minutes of me doing this. So, but I'm going to get started. So, okay, so the first thing I do is get the gift wrap paper, adhere it down to the one side. And this actually, because I did have everything laid out and kind of had an idea of what I was going to do, this went really quickly this time. So I flipped over that gift wrap, and I have it glued down to the other side of the page too, so tomorrow there'll be that added. And then I just staple the binding, or the spine of that dictionary, onto the side, and then I tape down or adhere down those two little labels that I made. And then once I've got all those things down, I decide to go ahead and just add a little bit of that gold paint here and there over the page, give it a little shimmer, and kind of cover up some of those hard edges on the stickers that I taped down or stuck down. And then once that's done and has started to dry, I use that same washi tape that I used yesterday, and I go ahead and add that acetate pocket into the journal as like an additional page. And then I add a little more of that gold paint just to kind of tie everything together, and again try to hide some of those hard edges on the page. So once that's all done, I go ahead and add the date in that lower right hand corner this time, and I go back to my original format since I have the room. I go ahead and add go back to the original format of putting stacking it all on top of each other, which is you know what I've been doing this whole time. Now I'm a little bummed out. I wish I would have moved it up just slightly, because I think it's too close to that word grateful, but you kind of have to go with it once it's done. And then I just go over the lettering a little bit to try to make it, you know, kind of tie it all together. But that's really all I do for this session. This time I wanted to leave a lot of room for journaling. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's all I am going to do for today. I added this little tag that I made a few days ago. I just stapled it to the side. I have a little pocket here that I accidentally taped shut when I put that. I forgot that it was there, and then I was looking and I was like, oh, there's that stitching for the pocket that, of course, I just glued shut. So I reopened that. I just took my little knife, my X-Acto knife, and I just really gently trimmed that tape, or sliced that tape, so I didn't go through the page. So now I've got my little pocket back, and so there you go. There's the little acetate pocket, and added just a little bit of gold to it throughout, and the date. The lettering, I traced over it again to try to tie it into that navy that I've been using, but it didn't really tie in, but whatever. It's good enough. I think I'll use this page. I have a couple photos that I'd like to add, and then I'll journal on this side. So yeah, I like it. I really like these oil-based Sharpies. They really have a neat, you know, you layer them a little bit, and they really have a neat, shiny sheen to them. Like the way it sits on the paper is just kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it. It's not as raised as embossing, obviously, but it's raised a little bit, so it has a little dimension to it. So anyway, I hope you like it. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.